Hey, it's Jeff. Welcome back to another video. Soltech Solutions kindly sent me two of their aspect grow lights, the large, which is a 40 watt, and the small version, which is a 20 watt. I'll be installing this one today, so I'm going to do a quick unboxing. I'll do an installation upstairs as well and show you what it looks like, as the plant corner, or the corner that I'm putting it in, is a bit more on the lower light. And I do have one of those cheap Amazon gooseneck lights, which I particularly don't like the overall aesthetics of it, the way it looks. I just think it looks cheap, and yeah, and it is cheap. It's off Amazon. After doing some research online, these are definitely marketed as that higher end grow light, something that is sleek and attractive. And that's why I decided to try out these grow lights, because when you have kids and dogs and all that kind of stuff, sometimes the styling of your house kind of falls by the wayside. So I want to remove those gooseneck grow lights and try out something a little bit more attractive for the area, and hope that just kind of brightens up the corner where I have all these low light plants. So let's open this up and see what we got. They also sent me a couple of their Pinocchio wall mounts with the packaging, and I'll show those when we get it up on the wall. Okay, so let's slice it open. Okay, so in the package, obviously comes with your instructions, reading material, and this is what it looks like in the box. I'm going to try and not dump this out. It's got some accessories, it's got the power cord, and the grow light itself. So this is just a pendant type hanging light, and once it's set up, I think it'll really transform the area. And it also comes with a little outlet timer, which is supplied in the box. So the specs for the grow light are on the back of the box, and there's lots of numbers there, and I'll be honest, it's pretty overwhelming when you don't know what all these numbers mean. So for the last week, I've been trying to do as much research as I can about what these numbers mean in regards to how it applies to your houseplants. Now, the first kind of misconception, and I'm not going to go into any great length, but the watts, this is a 20 watt grow bulb. The watts are only the amount of energy that is extracted from the outlet or your plug-in. It has really virtually nothing to do with the amount of energy that your plant receives. That is calculated by the ppf, and I can't remember what it is. I'll leave it at the bottom of the screen, but that is what type of usable light energy is available for your lights. That's there's another one called ppfd, which I believe is what your plant actually uses. It's way over my head for this video, but I just wanted to mention that if you are worried that this is a 20 watt bulb, it really has nothing to do with the amount of light that your plant gets. There's a bunch of other values that need to be calculated into that equation. Also, the distance from the plants that the light is placed. All those factors determine the amount of light that your plant gets. It does have a color temperature of 3000 Kelvin, which is a little bit more on the, I guess, warm light it's classified as. It's not the bright white, and it's also not kind of those purples and reds that we're sometimes used to seeing on grow lights. So that's good. And then this has a lifespan of 90,000 hours. The cord is 15 feet. It's got a manufacturer's warranty of 5 years. This is where I'm going to be placing the grow light right there. And I used Soltech's website to help me choose which light, whether it was the small or the large, that was needed for this size of space. Also, it helps you with determining the distance for the light in regards to how high it should be placed. So I did some calculations. I've already picked the spot, got my little dot right there. It's in the center of the wall. I just have to level it out and install the bracket. And then it's simply just hanging the light from that bracket, and then the setup is basically complete. I use the 1/4 inch drill bit for the holes in the wall. Take the wall plugs and just push it right in, just like that. And now you have something to secure your screws to. Okay, I installed the bracket there. It is nice and straight. There is some instructions for this little Pinocchio wall mount, and it does have different variations of for extension, I guess. So I'm going to put it on the top little hole right there, so that way it kind of maximizes the extension out above my plants. Okay, I like to show the good and the bad on this channel. This is what happens when you don't properly follow the instructions and you think you know what you're doing. I set this up wrong. The lamp is supposed to be on the outside, hanging where this wire is, but yeah, made a critical error, and now I have to get this little wood plug out from the inside of that arm. So stand by. Make sure you read the instructions before setting this up. Everybody's hanging out and relaxing. There's Pickles. Oscar hasn't been in any videos for a while. Hey, buddy. I know. And then there's Zoe. Okay, so I finally finished the light. I think it looks spectacular. I use these little attachments here for the cord as well, just to keep it nice and tight so it's not unkept or unruly. I think it looks fantastic. Now, I'm going to turn it on here in a second, but I do have to possibly adjust the length depending on the amount of light that it gets. So I'm just going to kind of back up. You can see it's not getting like the greatest light with these gooseneck lights, but let's turn it on. Okay. That is pretty amazing. Night and day difference between these two grow lights. I'm just going to back up here just a little bit. Wow, what a drastic difference for this corner. Just going to do a quick foot candle light test with the meter here, starting with the Amazon one. So I'm going to get right underneath. It's around kind of the mid to high 300 foot candles, and it's fairly close. The farther I go away, obviously the lower it goes. So probably around where the plants are, it's only getting around maybe 80, 90 foot candles. Now let's do this light. So we'll go fairly close. Okay, yeah, so you can see it's around 1600. So this is highlight right now. But as we get closer down to the plants, it's around the medium light, so that 250 to around that 750. So this is perfect. And as we kind of pull away from the light, obviously it goes down quite a bit, but we're still in kind of that low light category. So all these plants will do fairly good. And even the sensor's not even pointed in the right direction. So it's around the 100-foot candles on the perimeter of the plant. And over here it starts to get into kind of that medium light location. So I'm really impressed with this grow light and the amount of light that it's putting out so far. I think it's a fantastic addition to this spot right here. I have to say as well, Aglaonemas are probably one of the most underrated houseplants out there. They can tolerate these low to medium light conditions. They're really easy to care for. They always look really healthy and green. If they need some water, basically they get a little bit droopy, but they don't typically get those crispy leaves or anything like that. I have a few varieties. This is the Silverado. This one here is the BJ Freeman, Golden Madonna. Green Papaya. I absolutely love this one. It's just got a slight little red variegation with these almost lime green, dark green speckling leaves. And then this is the classic Silver Bay. You can find this one anywhere. Very easy to care for plants, and this is, I think, the perfect plant for this light in this location. It's just a nice little tropical plant corner. Don't think of it as a grow bulb or grow light. Think of it as a fixture that you would buy from your house. So any lamp from IKEA or anywhere, it's going to be over that $100. So don't think of it as a grow light. Think of it as a very sleek, attractive feature of your home. It's essentially just like another piece of furniture. But yeah, I'm really happy with this and how it looks. So I think that's going to be pretty much it for this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this grow light as well. Also go to their website and use the code everything15 for 15% off your order. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.